Hi, Shaker. So this problem is, well, it's complicated, but the method to solve it is fairly straightforward in that what we ultimately have is three fractions with three different denominators, and there's nothing really common about them because this is x plus a and x minus b. The plus and the minuses really just make these three different numbers, and we can't really say anything more about them. So we're going to adopt a strategy which is pretty similar to other problems that we've done. It just looks more complicated, and that is step one: eliminate the denominators from the problem. So how do we do that? Well, as long as we multiply all of this side and all of this side by the same number, we know we get an equivalent equation. So the question is, what is that number? What is that thing we should multiply both sides to make our lives easier? Well, if this was a really simple problem like, I'll just do it down here, 1 on x plus 1 on y plus 1 on t, sorry, not plus, equals, then the way we would solve this problem, we'll get rid of the denominator. We can't solve it, but the way we get rid of the denominator would be by looking at the common factors of x, y, and t, or common multiple. In this case, it would be x, y, t. And I would multiply this side by x, y, t. And I'd multiply this side by x, y, t. And the idea is if I multiply these two things together, the x's would cancel out, leaving me with yt. And if I multiply these two things together, the y's would cancel out, leaving me with xt. And on the other side, I'll be left with xy. So we're going to do, that's very, very quick. I'm going to go through that a little bit more slowly on with the main problem. So basically, because there's nothing really that we can say about those three denominators other than they're just three numbers we don't know anything about, we're going to multiply both sides by all three denominators. So three factors, x plus a, x minus b, x minus c, all multiplied together. Okay, so what's the point of doing that? So if I multiply this fraction by these three things, this x plus a would cancel out this x plus a, and I'd be left with these two factors. So I would have the top, a, multiplied by the two factors that are left over, x minus b, x minus c, plus, now for the second one, I will be cancelling out the x minus b, because I'm multiplying this fraction by this number. So the x minus b's would cancel out, and I'll be left with these two factors. So I'm left with the top, which is b, multiplied by x plus a, x minus c. And then on the right-hand side, the x minus c would cancel with the x minus c, and I'll be left with these two factors. So I'll be left with a plus b, that's the top, which I have to put in brackets to keep it together, because it's a whole thing. The top number is the whole kind of unit, a plus b. So we put it in brackets to keep it together. Multiplied by x plus a, multiplied by x minus b. And now we've got rid of the denominator. So we're in a really good place here. I'm not going to do any more of the problem, but I can finish off the problem in a separate video if you want me to. But honestly, it's just a really long video more than anything else. But next steps would be expand, expand, expand. Once it's expanded, collect all the x's, or all the terms that include x, onto one side, so the left-hand side, and anything that does not have an x, put onto the right-hand side. Factor out the x, and then solve. That's basically what you have to do. Good luck with it. Let me know if I can help further.